Does your hydrangea look like this? Or what about this? Is it losing its color, shape, and form? The determined gardener here, I feel your pain. It's very upsetting to buy a hydrangea, bring it home, and weeks later it's turning that weird, awful color. But did you know it's more common than you think? In this video, I will be explaining why that's happening to your hydrangea and what to do about it. Let's go. Let me first say what's happening to your hydrangea is not your fault. You have the most common hydrangea on the market and it's very popular. Now, the good thing is you can find it in many of the big box stores. The bad thing is that it is somewhat of a drama queen, meaning out of all the hydrangeas, that is the fussiest. And that may be the reason why your hydrangea is turning a different color. One reason is that it may be the pH level in your soil, depending on how acidic or how alkaline your soil is, that could determine the color of your hydrangea. But most likely, if your hydrangea is turning color now, it's because that's what they actually do. They turn that weird color, meaning that they are now going out of season. They were in season when you got them, and now they're transitioning to another phase. And that's where you see the color change. It's more of a cosmetic thing. It's not something that is harming your hydrangea. So when should you worry? Well, if your hydrangea blooms are starting to be really crispy and it's starting to be dry, that is an indication that it may be getting too much sun. Mophead hydrangeas really like morning sun and afternoon shade. If you have it in a very sunny spot, it will tell you that it does not like its spot by having crispy leaves and crispy blooms. So if you have crispy blooms and crispy leaves, that means that it may not be getting enough water or it's getting too much sun. If your hydrangea is turning that weird color, take a look at its leaves. Are the leaves nice and plump? Are they green? Do they have any crispy edges? If they don't, that means your hydrangea is still healthy and it's going out of season. So you should not worry about it. But if you do see crispy leaves or you're seeing spots in your hydrangea, that's a bigger problem. My garden friends in hotter climates, it's really important that you keep your hydrangea hydrated at all times. I know that in the climate that you're in may be really hot and scorching, but hydrangeas, those type of hydrangeas are really sensitive to extreme heat. So make sure that your hydrangea is well watered. You may have to water it twice or maybe 3 times a day. I know some of you may have your hydrangeas in pots. I used to have hydrangeas in pots all the time, but I realized that having hydrangeas in pots is a lot harder than having it in the ground because you constantly have to keep it watered and make sure that the pot doesn't dry up. So if you do have ample space where you live, it's best to keep that hydrangea, take it out of the pot and plant it in the ground. Hydrangeas really need that elbow room for their roots to be happy. Now, say you don't want that color change. You want your hydrangea to stay either blue or pink because that's the way you bought it, right? Well, there is a particular hydrangea on the market that you may be overlooking. This hydrangea gives you beautiful color all season long, and we're going to talk about it. Woo! I was going to say that we're back at my favorite spot, my garden, but the mosquitoes are large and in charge. They are biting today. But if you are looking for a hydrangea where you don't have to worry about it changing color, this is the best option. This is what they call a pinnacle hydrangea. And as you can see, it is gorgeous. And the best thing I love about this hydrangea is that it stays this pristine color. Look at it. It's beautiful. It's white. So this is a really friendly hydrangea for beginners who are starting to learn more about this beautiful plant. This hydrangea does turn color, but the colors are beautiful. It starts with this lime green color, then it turns to this pristine white, and then it turns to an off-white. And guess what? When the weather gets colder, some of these pinnacle hydrangeas turn into a blush pink. Colors that won't make you sad. It is absolutely stunning. So this is the hydrangea that keeps on giving. It's a no-fuss hydrangea, and it's one of the hydrangeas definitely need in your garden if you love hydrangeas as much as I do. Oh guys, I am definitely getting killed by the mosquitoes. Take a look at all my mosquito bites. If you have a remedy for me to deal with these mosquitoes, I would definitely love to hear from you, but they are eating me alive. We've been getting a heat wave for the past 3 days, and the mosquitoes are very hungry and they like me, unfortunately. So guys, if you're getting any good useful information from this video, why don't you do me a favor and hit that sub button, hit that like button, and share this video with your family and friends. That's it. There's nothing wrong with your hydrangea. That's what hydrangea, mophead hydrangeas do. They fade in color, and they may even change a different color because that means that they are going out of season. Thank you so much for joining me here on my channel, The Determined Gardener. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comment section. I have about 20 hydrangeas. That is one of my favorite shrubs. I have 20 of them in my garden. So if you have any questions or anything that's bothering you about your hydrangea, make sure you leave it in the comment section and I will definitely answer that question. Again, thank you so much for joining me here on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like my video, and share it with your family and friends. Until next time, guys, happy gardening. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.